Best NBA free agents available still and where they can go.
All right, so you said name 2 or 3, so I decided to do the maximum. I have 3. So I have Colin Sexton, obviously as number 1 available free agent. It's really unfortunate what's been going on with his contract situation in Cleveland. They offered him, 3 years, $40 million. The thing about, rightfully so.
I didn't say that.
I'll say this. He needs to be a better playmaker. His defense could definitely be better. It's just unfortunate that he's undersized. He can score the basketball. Now, we look at this. We spoke about the Nets earlier ad nauseum. The big 3, KD, Harden, Kyrie, lost 3 games together. One of those losses was an all-world performance by Colin Sexton when he dropped 42 points. He had 5 threes. He was absolutely unbelievable. Colin Sexton is amazing at scoring the basketball. It's just unfortunate that he is undersized. He's not a great playmaker. And to be that size, you do need to be able to distribute the basketball, and that's just not him. So I can understand where, especially with the Cavaliers, they did their thing when Colin Sexton did not play, and they ended up being a lot better than a lot of people projected. And we just saw the emergence of Darius Garland become a top 30 player in the NBA, top 35 player in the NBA. So I can understand where if I'm the Cavaliers, I'm not dying to sign him. I'm not going out of my way to give him a contract that they might not necessarily think he deserves. Number 2, Carmelo Anthony.
What team do you want him to go to?
I hate it. Don't ask me that. Please don't ask me that.
Do you want a lot? I would not mind Colin Sexton on the Lakers without a doubt.
All right.
Is that wrong of me to
that's
say?
Why I had.
No,
that's why I had
he
for Colin
set you up.
Sexton too.
Huh? I know, but
he knew he was going to say the Lakers.
No, it's just that. No, it's just that I asked that question as well. I wanted to know.
No, I genuinely would like to see him go to.
No, I have Colin Sexton here to the Lakers. That's my fit.
All right,
him.
For sure, we need offense.
It's not fit.
Colin Sexton definitely does that.
He needs situation. They need players.
I don't disagree. And situation 100%. He's going to need a team that wants him, and the Lakers are going to be one of those 2 teams right now.
You said your second one's Trevor Ariza?
No, my number 2 is going to be Carmelo Anthony. Show some respect to Melo, all right? That was rude. Yeah, I'm twisting the narrative on you. I know what you're doing, all right? I know what you're doing. Carmelo Anthony, he's still able to shoot the basketball at a really high level, really high strong, but he's still a really good shooter. He's just learned over these past 2 seasons with the Blazers, with the Lakers, to be a role. I think as a bench player, he'll definitely fit a team nicely. And lastly, I have Eric Bledsoe. Solely for defensive purposes, he could be a good bench point guard for a team that comes and gives them a spark. Where
Lakers.
I would not mind that either, to be honest with you. We need defense and someone that can come off the bench and give us offense, even though it's not consistent. Eric Bledsoe can do that.
Like a little bit of Caruso?
Oh, that would be a dream, honestly. Miss Caruso every single day.
Boom. All right. So you named
Is it funny that I don't think Melo's going to come back to the Lakers, even though there is conversations that it's possible. But 2 of the 3, I definitely would not mind on the Lakers.
Yeah. All right. Well, you named the big names, so I'm going to go ahead and say one of mine is DeMarcus Cousins. I thought he played really well for Denver in the backup role, even in the playoffs. You know, he's still a guy who could bang down low in short spurts, can grab offensive rebound, defensive rebound. Still a really good playmaker and a good mid-range shooter.
Facts.
So Boogie, for a team like the Nets, that's a team who needs a big, so a team like the Nets could pick up DeMarcus Cousins to be a backup if Claxton is their future 5. And another player, Dennis Schroeder, you know, I 13 points a game last year, still like another player who can be a backup point guard in this league, a guy who can create, he can score for himself, and he can defend at a good level. I think that's another person who people have forgotten because there's been a bad rep on his name from the Lakers when they played bad in the playoffs and he played bad, but I still think he can be a backup point guard in this league. So that's my 2.
So for me, I have 2 different from you, and I did have Carmelo and Sexton on here. For Carmelo, I actually want him to go to Golden State. If he were to go to a team, I want him to go to Golden State.
You want to really ring chase? Okay. All right.
Yeah, I think that would be good. And if it's not Golden State, I would want him to go to Miami.
So you just want him in the best situation possible for him to win a
I think at this point in his career, that's what
he's earned it. Also,
he should start over Markieff.
Yeah, that's what.
It's like Dwight got that opportunity with the Lakers.
Yeah,
Melo definitely can do so too.
So, and then I have 2 big men. One of them is Hassan Whiteside, and I have him going to the Celtics because I think they need a backup big for rim protection. I think
Tice isn't cutting it.
No, I think he's better than Tice. He's a better rim protector than Tice. I think Hassan Whiteside would fit good there, but another team could be Toronto that need a center.
Very true.
And then outside of Whiteside, it's Montrezl Harrell. I think Montrezl Harrell is still a very good player in this league. He's not a very good defender. He is undersized. But if he goes to a team like Toronto, who they're one of the worst teams in bench scoring, I think that could make sense for them. Maybe not start, but coming off the bench with Otto Porter, Harrell, that's a pretty good bench to build around.
could dig it.
Definitely not opposed. Do you have any free agents, man? Or is he not allowed to say free agents either?
I don't even know.
I feel like free agents is definitely one of those things that NBA players cannot talk about. You know how many fines
he's
they
right
get?
there.
Yeah, I mean, do you have any free agents, man?
I'll say Rondo.
Facts.
Rondo.
I know I know he had some legal issues, so I don't know. I don't know if he still got that stuff going on. I like Montrezl Harrell and DeMarcus Cousins too. They're just solid big men. You know what you're gonna get, backup bigs.
Yeah, they're solid.
There's not like a lot of. I feel like this free agent class isn't as big as it normally is.
A lot of good guys already got signed.
Next year would be better.
It's like you still have I'm just looking at the list right now. Schroeder we haven't mentioned. Blake Griffin.
The biggest
Schroeder,
one
I
is-
like Schroeder too. I like Schroeder too. Schroeder. I'm surprised he's still a free agent. Actually,
Me too.
I feel like his reputation has just went downhill.
He
over
had a
the
chance to
past
get the
couple of
big
years.
bag from the Lakers. He said, "Nah, I'm good, love."
Yeah, that
and
was folded.
It's just how leaving the Lakers, going to Boston trading him to Houston. I don't know. I kind of feel like his reputation is kind of down
I think
the
he
drain
still can
right
be
now.
a backup.
He can, definitely. I think he can too.
Griffin's still a free agent. LaMarcus Aldridge is still a free agent. Dwight Howard's a free agent. That's one that could go to the Raptors. Would be interesting also.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think Blake Griffin is.
No, I'm not talking
Dwight,
about
talk
Blake
about
Griffin.
Dwight.
I said Dwight.
I know you said Dwight, but
Oh.
in just terms of talking about like best free agents,
Blake is done.
I just think
Yeah,
I
he's
think
fried.
it's
He's
pretty-
fried.
It's pretty much over, unfortunately for Blake.
And LaMarcus, you think that's done also?
Yeah, I do. I think it's over. I think the best free agent available is Colin Sexton. Right now.
Without a doubt.
By far.
That's easy.
Yeah.